Hey guys, it's Erica. I want to talk in this video today about the upcoming energies of the month of June. Now, you may or may not know that I have multiple YouTube channels, and some of the work that I do involves understanding the collective pool of energies that we are all swimming in. Therefore, the collective consciousness, the mass planetary energies, along with the astrology of the time. And rather than go into those details here, what I'm going to do in this video is summarize what I see coming in the energies around the month of June. Because whether you believe in astrology or tarot or oracle cards or collective energies or not, we are all swimming in a pool of energy. I mean, the ocean is affected by moon cycles. So clearly things are affected by the position of certain planets, by the moon cycles. So whether you're aware of it or not, you are affected at some level with these energies. And what I like to do in my work is give people the heads up about what they could be experiencing so that then they can sometimes leverage these energies to their advantage. So it's funny because when I was starting this channel, I was talking to a couple of friends of mine that were men, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about astrology or tarot or anything on that channel. And they're like, why not? Why do you think men don't like tarot or like that kind of stuff? And I go, well, because over 90% of my audience on my other channels is female. So assuming they're not that interested, and they're like, I think you're wrong. So if you're into that stuff, awesome. If you're not into that stuff, awesome. No big deal. If you are into it, though, go check out my other channels because you'll find a heck of a lot of information on those channels. But in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize the themes I see coming up for the month of June that are happening in the collective and also in all of my individual one-on-one sessions. There's a pattern happening, and so you will likely notice that some of these themes are affecting your life as well. And so anyway, that's what this video is going to be, is a summary of what's happening in the month of June. Now, we have been building to this month. June is a month of incredible change and incredible surrender. Many of you have been building and building over the last couple of years, but especially the last 6 months. It's like many of you are being called to a new direction, something big as a transition in your life, whether it is leaving your career path for something completely new and different, whether it is leaving a long-standing partnership or relationship of some kind because your soul is really calling you to more, and that relationship cycle has really completed. Energetically, karmically, it's like you've kind of learned the lessons you're meant to have learned in that relationship or that partnership or that friendship even. Many friendships are ending, many relationships are ending, and June is a month where a lot of those choices are being made once and for all. So this is not a surprise. This is something that's been building for a while, but over the last several months, what's been happening is that if you have been kind of like, it's like you know what this is for you. You know what this means for you. So where in your life has your soul been calling you down a path, but you've let fear get in the way? You've tried to rationalize your way out of the direction you're being called to. You're trying to ignore what the universe is showing you. You're trying to ignore what your intuition is telling you. You're trying to ignore what all the signs of the universe are showing you, because many of you are holding on to things from the past for security reasons, for financial security, for stability. It's like, I don't want to uproot my life. I don't want to change things. The status quo is fine. Maybe it's even pretty good, but it's just not what the fullness of your experience is meant to be. And if you've been feeling that discord within yourself of, it's like, it's fine, I'm trying to ignore it, but deep down, there's that little voice in your head that's like whispering, like, yeah, but what if it could be like this? Yeah, what if this is really where you want to go instead? So what we're seeing for the month of June is it's almost like that moment of pure surrender to the path. It's like, uncle, I can't ignore the signs any longer. I know what I need to do. And there's real crystal clarity. The month of June brings about a lot of clarity. We had 2 eclipses we just had at the end of April and middle of May, 2 back-to-back eclipses. And what eclipses do energetically for all of us is they expedite the inevitable. There may have been some surprising events, a surprising revelation, something being revealed all of a sudden that was life-changing, but it was because you're meant to see it. So eclipses don't suddenly change the trajectory of your life. Eclipses will expedite the inevitable. So it's kind of like if you're going down a path, but you haven't made a big decision, an eclipse energy might force the decision. Something might happen that all of a sudden makes you go, okay, now I have no choice but to do this. Like the decision has been made for me, kind of a thing. So that is what happens with eclipses. And so for the next 6 months, until the next series of eclipses, we're going to have incredible transitions happening in the world. And for many of you, it is around relationships and partnerships. I can't tell you how many people have called me to be like, I'm getting a divorce. I'm finally leaving the marriage that I've been wanting to leave for 8 years, but I've been afraid to do so because of the kids. Or it's finally over. I'm finally moved out. Or I'm finally changing my career because I'm no longer fulfilled in the career that I've been desiring, and I'm deciding to go back to school, or whatever it is. June is a month where that is happening, and this is a month where it's almost like the universe has been, this is how I've been shown it multiple ways over the last many months. The universe has been dialing up the light dial. So imagine a dial of light where you have something in front of you and you can kind of see it, but it's sort of dim. And then you're like, well, I don't know. You don't see it super clearly, but then you start dialing up the light, And all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can start seeing things. Brighter light brings more clarity, but it also exposes more of the shadow. You know, those of you that understand light, whether you're an artist or a photographer or whatever, you know that when you increase the contrast, the light gets brighter, the dark gets darker. And we're basically, June is the month. May and June have been these months of where the universe has dialed up that light so bright that there's literally no more brightness to add in. Everything that's been hidden is exposed. Illusions are being revealed. Things that people have kept hidden, sides of themselves that they have kept hidden, information that's been kept hidden. It's all coming to light, and it's like it's literally out there for people to see. And it's like the universe has erased that big question mark over your head of like, well, I still need to learn something more. Or I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to research it a little bit more before I do it. Yeah, it looks good, but maybe now's not the right time. June is a month where it's time. You've literally, if you've been working on something that has been in the process of ending and you've been trying to save it, resurrect it, whether it's a project at work, whether it is a relationship you've been working on, hoping it gets better, and it's just like running its course. It's that time where you know you've left it all on the field, and you can literally walk away now knowing that karmic cycle is complete. The lessons have been learned, and it's the only thing left to do is what in the tarot it's called the Queen of Swords energy. It's that clean cut. Very matter of fact, very swift, very clean. It's not a jagged edge, which causes more pain and has a longer healing time. It's like, nope, quick, swift, done. I'm done with that. It no longer serves me, and I'm making a clean break. So this is a month of where that is happening across the board. Now the transitions, over the next 6 months in particular till the next set of eclipses in the fall, like November-ish, October, November, I think is the next group, because they always come in groups, is going to be a big time. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you've noticed these themes occurring in your life, you are not alone. It is happening on a mass scale, grand scale. And so I always love to give people the heads up so they can decide, to understand the energies and realize how they are playing out in their own lives, so that they can then almost leverage the themes coming in and understand it better, have the higher perspective around it. To see things from that 10,000 foot view instead of being in the muck and the mire in the 3D world. So anyway, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. I'm going to probably continue to do these on a monthly basis just to give a heads up on the energies. If you like tarot and astrology videos, I do a lot of channeled videos. I check out my other channels because I have so much information there to help you through this big time transition. So with that, guys, I wish you all the best. Know that the universe is calling all of us to a higher level of of abundance, a higher level of love, a higher level of fulfillment and happiness in all of our lives, even if the interim change may be difficult or painful or sad even for some of you. But know that what's on the other side is going to be brighter, better, more fulfilling than where you've been. So with that, I give it a thumbs up if this has supported you. And until next time, bye.